Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Iron Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's had a great weekend. Hopefully, everybody's got back home safe and sound, and you've got up and got your butt to work. But K4L, let's go.
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Slide on my road glide, looking so fly, 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We Iron Elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and hogging lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Water up, down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it. I scrape the town burning loud when the smoke clear up. You know a Harley did it. I'm real gnarly with it. My ride clean when it bling. I show the lean on the scene to get jiggy with it. No did it get it. I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hit. She dropped it down to split it, backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lanes riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, you keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll the world down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?
Hey, again, welcome to the Iron Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. I'm only going to be on for a few minutes this morning on this Monday morning, man, just testing out some stuff with my equipment because it is giving me the blues. But I think we're going to get it together, man. I think we are. Hey, but oh, by the way, man, there was a weekend to had been had down at Daytona Beach, Florida. Everybody knows Sarge, man. Everybody knows Sarge. And we're going to talk about it, man. But before I do, let me just say this, man. Shout out to the mom. Man, my mom had surgery last week, but looked like she's doing good, man. Things are going to be okay. And hopefully after the surgery, man, she's going to be hooking and jabbing, man, for quite some time. But let me say this, man. Let me say this about my mom. We different, man. My mom are different. Man, let me put it this way. I'm out this morning, man. I'm taking my morning walk because Sarge is trying to get on the straight and narrow, man. I've been messing up. So I'm trying to get it together in 2025 so I can live a healthier, happier life for my family, man. So I'm out walking this morning and I get a phone call from my mom. So I imagine she's waking up now. You know, she's still in the recovery phase because the surgery was just a few days earlier. And I think that we're going to be talking about, hey, how you feeling? How's everything going? But no. I knew my mom was feeling a little bit better because the first thing she did coming out the gate, as soon as we said good morning, is she started giving me let me put it this way, she loved to take a swipe at me when it comes to two subjects, and that's guns and politics. I'm just saying, when I know my mom want to go toe-to-toe with me in politics, I know she's doing good and she's feeling well, man. So shout out to the mom, man. Let's give her a dime to Marco. Hey, man, she tries to give me the business on this politics stuff, man. But shout out to her, man. We're always testing each other, man, to see how much you know and how informed you all about what's going on in this world, man. But anyway, so Saturday, I decided to take a ride. Y'all know how Sarge is, man. Daytona. I don't really have a problem with Daytona. It's just where I'm at in life, man. I have to understand that, you know, God made streets for young folks and he made porches for the older folks. And know where you sit at in that equation. So with me, you know, I've had many years of great times, great memories down at Daytona, but I'm pretty selective now about what I do and how long I do it and what reason I'm doing it for. Just because the way my life is situated now. But I went down there, you know, traffic was a beast on 95, man. And it was what it was because it was crowded. It was packed down there, man. Everybody was down there wall to wall, motorcycles everywhere. But it was a good time, man. It was a good showing. I saw a lot of love down there. I saw a lot of beautiful motorcycles, great attitudes, food vendors, just like you expect it to be. But let me do this, man. So I'm down here. Let me pop this up real quick. So I'm down by Bethune-Cookman College and just kind of checking out the sights and sound. I think this was around about noontime. And let me kind of let you guys see what I saw when I was down there. And this is around probably about noontime. So, you know, folks are still getting up and getting moving and they're putting everything together. And I think they were getting ready to start the concert and all the other different things that they had together, man. But it was really nice. You know, there was a security police presence down there making sure things stayed. And it really was more for traffic control. So it really wasn't any major issues that I saw down there, but everything was really nice. The weather was hit and miss, you know, with rain, whatever, but it's Daytona, Florida, man. But at the same time, the weather still was decent for what was going on down there, man. But it was a good trip down there. I got a chance to see a lot of folks I ain't seen in a while. I got a lot of opportunity to take pictures and you know, just do what we do as bikers, you know, reminisce, happy to see each other, you know, checking out each other's bikes, seeing what you've been up to, and talking about things that we had set up for 2025 because, oh, by the way, man, it's riding season and folks are going to start getting out and getting yonder, man. So shout out to Daytona and how they hosted that bike week. There was some issues, you know, around, I think, New Smyrna Beach, some stuff, you know, again, and I'll talk about that later, man, where I'm starting to get, well, let me save that for later, but it was some issues down there, but it wasn't on our side. So thank God for that. Shout out to the Black Motorcycle Set, man, and Daytona Beach. Black Bike Week, man, was awesome. Great time, man. So, you know, I'm going to give it a dom to Marco again, man. Let's do that. So I got back Saturday night, man, because I had something that was really important for Sunday morning. Hey, shout out, what's happening, Breezy? Good to see you, my guy. Good afternoon to you, sir. Appreciate you rocking with us. But I had to get back Saturday night because, of course, I had some family things I had to take care of as well. I had to go pick up the wife. She's just coming back from doing her thing and taking care of her mother. Shout out to my mother-in-law, the best mother-in-law on the whole planet. So she was doing that. So we had to get the wife back Saturday, get her back situated because we had to get up early Sunday morning to launch our couples edition, man. Fire and Ice, affectionately known as Red Eye and Foxy. And as we speak, man, they're on the I-10 getting it. They shot out of Baton Rouge, I want to say about a couple hours or so this morning. But there's a quick picture. Let's see if I got them. Pulling up.
Top of the morning.
So they pulled up on us, man. So we got those guys taken care of and got them situated and did what we had to do with them. Obviously going over everything we had to do about the 10. And let's say this before I even talk any more about their story. For those, I know it's 2025, I know it's March, and I know April, and I know what's getting ready to happen in April. Soul Brothers Arizona, quite a few other annuals and different things that are going on that are really popping on the West Coast. And of course, there's going to be some things that's going to be going on here on the East Coast in the next few weeks, such as the all-female ride. I know how you guys are going to be overlapping across the country. For those that are looking to parlay their ride, I-10 to the end, the best time to get registered is now. And the reason why I say that now is because once you hit the link and register, all that information goes to my wife and she sets up my schedule, my calendar. And it helps me to be where I need to be at to be able to either to welcome every rider that comes from the West Coast or launch every rider that goes to that leaves the East Coast. And I also still have motorcycle riding commitments. And of course, Sarge does have a day job. So it helps me to put all these things together to at least to be 99% on being able to meet each and every person who makes the ride. And that's the beauty of the I-10 coast to coast, is because it gives me the opportunity to hug, to dap, to talk to every rider who makes that ride. And that's important to me. That's more important than the badge, is to meet each and every individual. So that's why it's important to get registered as soon as possible so we can get you taken care of. It has all the details to the link. And do me a favor, man, for my homies out there, for my brothers out there, you know who you are. I love you guys. Man, the three-way phone calls don't work for Sarge. There's a link. If you got a homeboy or a homegirl who wants to do the I-10 to the end, reach out to me and say, Sarge, I got a homeboy or homegirl who wants to do I-10 to the end. And I will shoot you the link and you can shoot it to them. And what you could do by then, they'll open the link and it has step by step instructions. It's got a YouTube video, which is a tutorial. It has the rules of the I-10 to the end. It has all the Q&A stuff for I-10 to the end. So it's no big deal. So after they're done with the link, they should have the 99.9% on the who, what, when, where, and how about the ride. But the three-way, hey, tell my boy something about the ride. No, bro, we way past that. I'm going to give you all the information. And once you've got the information, then if you still need to call me for an additional question or whatever, I have no problem answering that. So that's what we're going to be doing in 2025. We're going to use the link that we made that has the 99.9% solution to the who, what, when, where, and how to ensure that you have a safe ride. So that's what we're doing, bro. That's what we're doing. So again, coming back, Night Rider 504, man. Thank you, my guy. Happy Monday to you. So again, so taking it back to the I-10 to the end, those riders that's going to be getting out of Dodge, especially this spring and moving into the summer, hit that link, man. Get yourself registered as soon as possible so we can get you taken care of. So, but anyway, so we got Red Eye and Foxy, man, that left yesterday morning. And man, matter of fact, let me let them introduce themselves before I go any farther. Let's see what we got.
So, family, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
All right. I'm Felicia, better known as Foxy. We are Fire and Ice. This is my husband.
Will, also known as Red Eye.
Yes. And we are just out here. We have been wanting to do this for a little while now.
All right.
And I'm sorry, my voice is. I didn't
Oh, don't worry.
We've been wanting to do this for a little while, and so now we have the time. And so we was like, let's go out and do it. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, that's what's up. So, hey, folks, y'all know what it is, man. These folks, they're going to have to go from Jacksonville, Florida to Santa Monica Pier, straight I-10 end to end. It's going to be rain. It's going to be hot. It's going to be cold. It's going to be ugly. Well, we're going to be monitoring them. We're going to be watching. We're going to be cheering these guys on. Don't forget to support them. Don't forget to shout out to them. We know they're good motorcycle riders, but every once in a while, we love a little bit of motivation and support. So follow them, Fire and Ice. Matter of fact, let's talk about the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
All right. So we have a YouTube channel. It is called Fire and Ice Chronicles, where we go out and ride these motorcycles, and we try to take y'all along with us. So if you have not subscribed or seen the channel, go look for it. I think you'll like what you find out there.
Yes, indeed.
That's
Like,
what's,
comment, and subscribe.
that's what's up. And you know what you better do on Sarge Life and Motorcycle and the YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, after the ride is over, y'all stay tuned. We're going to be bringing them back again. We're going to be bringing them on the Iron Elite podcast show, and we're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of riding the I-10. So stay tuned. Also, do this for me, please. Share the page, the group page, Iron Elite, home of the Grand Pilots Reunion, home of the Titan Award. So we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
So there they are, man. So they took off some yesterday morning. So I didn't know when we talked about it was going to be rain, it was going to be this, and it was going to be ugly. Brother, sisters, I'm telling you, no later than 10 seconds after we did this video, man, the roof fell out. It was, as soon as the video went off, man, it was lightning and thunder in the background. And they looked at me, I looked at them, and I looked at the wife, and I was like, ooh. They strapped up, man, and they held on to those airboats. They had a day yesterday. I tell y'all, man, they call Florida the Sunshine State, but we got Everglades for a reason, man. It rains like it's nobody's business in Florida. It just came on down hard. So, you know, shout out to them, man. Foxy and Red Eye, man, they went through it, man. They told me they reported it yesterday. I think by the time they hit Mississippi, man, like, bro, we changed clothes twice. I saw them at a gas station wringing out socks, man, and doing what they had to do, man. But I'm going to just say this. A couple who ride in the rain together, man, is a couple who stay together, you dig? They did their thing, man. They were safe. They were calculated. I just tell you, man, when you're making this I-10 to the end ride, you really need to be prepared for 4 seasons. I don't care what time of year it is. You need to be prepared for 4 seasons. And if you're not a person that's comfortable with being uncomfortable, and when I say that, what I mean is, if you're not a person who's comfortable with riding in rain, dark, cold, maybe heavy traffic, maybe maybe not so hot road conditions, you really need to think about before taking this attempt to make this ride across country, because you're going to experience those things. And I know you don't have to be perfect with it all, but you got to be confident. And if you're not confident, you probably need to wait before you make this ride and continue to work on honing in on your skills to be able to deal with the uncomfortable ride, because the ride truly is. A lot of times, I know we'll see it on the page. Everybody, a lot of my yonder go-getters, ground pounders, they're in front of the Texas sign doing like this. They're in front of New Mexico or whatever the California sign, and they flexing. But the truth is, that ride, there's going to be the majority of the time, you're going to be uncomfortable. You know, while you're taking a picture, you're smiling, but a lot of times you're dealing with stuff that you're dealing with stuff that the normal person don't really want to deal with, but you know, you have to deal with it because you have to travel so far away to get to your destination. I think with these two, because they came from the Clean, Texas area to get to Jacksonville, and then from Jacksonville to go to LA, and then they got to go back from LA back to Clean, Texas. So we're talking over 6,000 miles plus to make this ride. So shout out to them, man. They took it like a G last night, held up in Baton Rouge, got up this morning. So they're on the highway, they're rocking and rolling and doing their things as we speak. So shout out to them. If you hadn't done it already, man, shoot them a shout out this morning on the Iron Elite Home of the Ground Panthers reunion, Iron Elite Home of the Titan Award page, man. They could use your motivation, just your support, just your energy, man. They're good motorcycle riders, but while you're out there on the road, man, just people shouting you out just gives you just a little bit more energy in between those gas station stops. So that was that. Sound like everything right now so far on my streaming setup. I think my audio is okay. If my audio is okay, if you can give me a 1 in the chat, I'd greatly appreciate it. If the video is doing well, give me a 2. Not a 2. Give me a 1 also for the video. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're not going to be on long this morning, but I wanted to work on some of the software and get things a little bit cleaner this morning because I was having some issues earlier. But let me say this, man. Let me leave you with this. Appreciate it, Breezy. Appreciate that, brother. I'm gonna say this, man. Knowing where you're at in life, and this is part 2 to my are we outside? I think I did a video about 4 months ago. It was called Being Out. Appreciate it, Night Rider. Appreciate you, sir. It was called Being Outside. And it spoke about the cost of being outside. This is part 2. Knowing where you're at. You know, I've seen some things here lately, and I won't be specific on it because this really kind of pertains to everything in life. I've noticed in life, man, the more you accomplish in life, the more you build in life, the more you create in life, the more you have to protect that. If you understand what I'm saying, the more you have to protect. When you start increasing in life and start building in life, you have to protect those things because those things now become really precious to you. Whether it's a great career, whether it's building a family, whether it's building a business, whether it's building good relationships, those things that are important to you, you have to protect those things at all times. And you really on the guard. So you have to make decisions nowadays, man. And I find more and more with myself, I make calculated decisions. You know, when I was younger, being outside was cool, man. We wanted to be outside and have a great time. And for the most part, you had a great time. But as I build and as I get older and as I create, I find myself having to make calculated decisions. Can't go everywhere. Can't rock with everybody. Can't do everything with everybody because the risks of, again, your career, your income, your family, your friendships, and even your own health and your own safety and freedom comes into play. I'm just going to say this in 2025, man, we all should be assessing the risks when we're out here, because when we're motorcycling, that's risky enough. So we do things to mitigate those risks by making sure we got the proper gloves, making sure we got a proper DOT helmet, making sure we got good foot gear, making sure that we have good riding pants and suits or chaps or good jeans, making sure we have all the things that we need, clothes and equipment, making sure our motorcycle is maintenance well, understanding weather and weather patterns, understanding construction of road and traffic, understanding all those things to mitigate the risk of something bad happens. Can you guarantee 100% something not bad? Of course you can. But can you mitigate? Can you chop it away to make the danger a little less? Of course you can. So it's the same thing with your decision making and where you go and where you choose to spend your time. on your weekends or in other people's cities or other people's regions of the country. If the motorcycle community is important to you, if your family is important to you, if your career is important to you, in 2025, man, we all need to do a risk assessment. Before we leave and go out the door, as we putting on all our gear and we're doing all the things and we're getting ready for the party or whatever it is, take a look at the risk assessment, man. And if you've done everything that you need to do to mitigate the risk and you feel comfortable, it is what it is. But if it's something that you feel uncomfortable about, something that doesn't look right when you get to where you at, man, don't be ashamed to turn around. Don't be ashamed to turn around. Live to fight another day, homie. Live to fight another day. Don't sacrifice what you've built just for a small minute in time. Hopefully you guys understand exactly where I'm coming from with that. Wasn't meant to be on this mic to talk about preaching to everybody about being an adult. That was not my goal at all. I just want to put that out there, man, because it was on my heart this morning when I was on my morning walk, and I thought I needed to say that. And I think we all should be saying that to each other. Because if you took that amount of time to build it, if you ain't careful, you can lose it in a split second. So that's my time, man. Hopefully everybody's having a great Monday. If you hadn't done it already, man, reach up, hit a like on the YouTube channel, man. Share it with a friend. Let everybody know about the Iron Elite Podcast Show on the YouTube channel, Sarge, Life and Motorcycling. And I promise you, we're going to be back with a lot of great stuff, a lot of great information, a lot of great shows in the future. Your boy Sarge had to take a little time off after Iron Elite, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was spent. You know, all the energy and effort that the wife and I and the team, we put into Iron Elite, man, it was beautiful. It was an awesome time, but I was spent after it was over. So I had to take a little time for myself. I had to take a little time for the family and kind of get things back together and kind of get my life back to lifing, if you understand what I'm saying. So we're kind of getting things back, moving and grooving. In April, man, we're going to be shooting out of the tubes like a rocket and getting great shows and great content again. So when Foxy and Red Eye, man, when they finish up, when the Fire and Ice couple, man, when they finish up, we'll have their podcast show hopefully in the next few days. So again, keep them in your prayers for safe travels on their way to Los Angeles, man. So in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all keep it motorcycling. You dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your man Kodak, the most hated, coming to you live on the Big Podcast with my man, Big Sarge, where we always keep motorcycles. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.
This is the Mileage Bully, the Moto Mob CEO, and your 2024 Titan. You are now listening to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not listening to the Iron Elite Podcast, what are you really doing? Because we are talking motorcycles over here. You dig?
Hey y'all, it's Snacks reminding you to tune in to the Iron Elite Podcast. You dig?
Hey now, it's your girl Piper, the 2025 Iron Elite Female Titan, and you're now tuned in to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast Show, home of the Ground Pounders reunion and the Coast to Coast run, the social experiment, where motorcycling is not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Get it? Now like, share, subscribe, and follow for all things motorcycling, and I'll see you on the sled.
Hey, it's your boy Low Key.
Y'all know our role with Big Sarge and the Iron Elite, home of the Titan Award and the Ground Pounder Family Reunion. Each one teach one. You dig?
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? What's up? I'm Betty.
Dion.